Hello, and welcome to the Parent Empowerment course. I want to thank you for investing in this course and in a child or children in your life who may be struggling to read. On your screen, you'll see the title slide and the image of an illustrated mountain with a flag at the very top. You're going to see this graphic throughout this course, and there's a specific reason I chose this image. When I think about the journey struggling readers and parents go through, it often, at least initially, feels like you're at the base of a mountain. Hopefully, by the end of this course, you will feel as though you've either made it all the way to the top of the mountain or you have charted a very clear course to make it there. It's a long journey, but I know you can do it, so let's dig in. I'm Megan Volk, and I'll be your instructor for this course. I have a bachelor's degree in psychology and a master's degree in student development administration. My psychology degree allowed me to work with youth in foster care and traditional K 12 school districts, typically offering preventative based mental health services. My master's degree allowed me to work with students in a college setting as well as with college preparation programs. I've been fortunate to work in all kinds of roles from inside and outside the classroom. Being as this course, we will be, talking specifically about how we best support you and how you can support your struggling reader and or speller. I think it's important to share my experience with reading support as well. I'm a Barton reading and spelling tutor. And as of this recording, I'm also working to fulfill the requirements to become a certified dyslexia practitioner. This certification program is through an International Dyslexia Association accredited preparation program to teach multisensory structured language. It includes extensive coursework, a full academic year practicum tutoring students under supervision, as well as passing a standardized test at the end. Working with kids and families is a deep, long held passion of mine, and that's not the only reason I'm teaching this course. I'm a parent of two struggling readers. They are neurodivergent. One has dyslexia, and the other has ADHD and dyslexia. You may have heard the term neurodivergent, but maybe you weren't quite sure what it means. We'll go into more detail about this term later in the course, but for now, just know that neurodivergent brains are beautiful, complex, and remarkable brains. As with all the brains and all people, there are unique challenges and strengths, but unlike others, those challenges and strengths don't always fit nicely within a mold of what we consider quote unquote typical. This means they may need additional support in order to be successful. If you're new to the world of children and adults who struggle to read, it's important that you know the vast majority of people who struggle to read and spell are probably dyslexic. In fact, research has shown 1 in 5 individuals have dyslexia. That's 20% and far from rare. Now, I can't and I will not diagnose someone with dyslexia. However, as researchers and practitioners know, there are very few things that mimic dyslexia. If you have a struggling reader, it's worth learning about dyslexia and the services students with dyslexia need because the type of instruction that our students need actually helps every reader. Even good readers can become better readers through the proper instruction. So if you find yourself thinking, my child just struggles with reading and spelling. I doubt they have dyslexia. That's okay. The information I'm going to share about the type of instruction children with dyslexia need in order to become great readers helps all students become better readers and spellers. I created this course out of my frustration and concern. And my anger and worry have deep roots in the fact that although dyslexia isn't rare, you wouldn't know that if you discussed it in an educational setting. My biggest concern is that your experience might be or will be similar to what I went through with my children. In my experience with my son, who is my firstborn, I witnessed major holes, not only in how our children are flagged and diagnosed, but also the services or lack of services provided. Additionally, although the science of reading lays out in detail just how important the expertise and knowledge of those providing instruction is, I fear most of our students aren't getting the explicit knowledge they need in order to read at grade level or succeed in higher grades. Before I get too far ahead of myself, I want to be sure to reach out to a special group who may be listening right now. If you're an adult who has dyslexia or struggled to read, who found school difficult or even traumatizing, I want to extend a special thank you for buying this course. Your experience is valuable, and I hope you will share it with with anyone in your life who also struggles. If you happen to feel shame or embarrassment about your process, let me tell you one of the most valuable things I now know. Reading issues aren't a learning problem, it's an instruction problem. I am so thankful every day for the people in my life who have dyslexia and share their experience openly with me so I can learn more. It's my goal to take my professional background, years of working with kids in educational environments, coupled with my experience as a mom to kids with dyslexia, trying to navigate those systems to help provide you with a unique perspective into this educational world. I want to share information with you so you can make informed decisions, and I want to support you through this process. Think of this class as a cheat sheet of sorts to help you get farther ahead faster than I could have when I was in your shoes. And finally, I wanted to create this course to celebrate the strengths of dyslexia because neurodivergent brains are absolutely beautiful. The strengths are abundant, but we may not realize it because too often the focus isn't on the strengths because we're usually stuck in the challenges of the present. I want to provide both support for the challenges and a window into the absolutely amazing strengths of neurodivergent brains, dyslexic brains specifically. Now that we've talked about the rationale for the course, let me walk you through how the course is structured. This course is a learn at your own pace experience. I won't be dropping new content weekly. Everything you need is here now. You can speed through it or take your time. For for organizational purposes and to provide more manageable bites, I have chunked information together into what I will refer to as modules. These modules are as follows. Introduction. Congratulations, you've almost completed the first module. Number two, Dyslexia 101. This module will teach you everything you need to know from defining dyslexia to warning signs or how to spot it and what to do if you suspect someone in your life has dyslexia. Number three, diagnosing dyslexia. This module will take you through how dyslexia is diagnosed. This is one of the most critical modules because, in my experience, this is where the metaphorical wheels start to fall off in our support of students and parents. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. You need to know where the holes are in the system so you can find the help that you need quicker. Number four, you received a dyslexia diagnosis. Now what? This is where the rubber meets the road, and I'll take you on a deep dive of next steps to make sure you have the support and resources you need to not only survive, but to thrive. And number five, parent empowerment. This module is all about you. Whether you are a parent, caregiver, or just a caring adult who happens to love or work with struggling readers, we are devoting this entire module to you. It is incredibly hard work to see an individual struggle or have doubts in your heart, but to continue to show up, work hard, and stay motivated in order to give the student in your life the support they need. I get this because I'm in your shoes. I've been doing this for a while now. I want you to feel like you have someone in your corner because at times it can be extremely lonely to be a parent of a child who struggles academically. And when everyone else focuses on the challenges your child will face, allow me to celebrate and share some of the amazing strengths in this module. That's it. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'll see you in module two.